beautiful mind today. We're going to be discussing Bitcoin, and we've had a move, as we were discussing here, above our channel top here. And we were discussing that should or if a break did occur and we made a bottom around the same time and moved up, we would be experiencing a topping pattern in some form of similarity to this. And today we're pointing out that this is rhyming really close. Now the amplitude is much more aggressive here. However, we are in a 5% pullback mode, and right now that is saying about 513, 511. So measuring and looking at this, we're into that right now, and we're pushing below this, and breaking this right now will bring us back, and we're nearly touching this angle here. And if that were to occur, we could get a bounce off of that, and it looks like it may occur somewhere out here. Now, counting our hours and our hourly bars, as we were doing, we were discussing that the 66, 53 was a rollover area, 66 would bring us to a bottom, and 69 would also reoccur a bottom and end the cycle and wave in this whole period. And this is precisely what happened in the previous campaign. Now, measuring our campaign now, looking forward now, using our counts, at 80 hours, we were expecting something to turn around and have another move up, and that's exactly what happened. We had a break above this top here. So if you're swing trading this, you did really well here, as long as you were keeping your stops up, right? Because they look for them right away. So at the end of this, we had 90 hours and we completed this top. And by the 93rd and 4th hour, it had finished and rolled over. And by 100, we were back down to our inner channel here. And you can see that I put an angle on from here and ran a very sloped angle here, and we did capture the first move down here. However, we've put on a second one that is the same angle, and we've found this channel. We have yet another channel right now that we're getting ready to break here, so you can see we're resting on this and getting close to breakthrough. And right now it's looking an awful lot like, well, we're searching out this bottom, and it can continue on up until this period here. And we're not definitely out of the woods by far. Leaving this pattern on here, we don't get back up and start to re-breach this area till here, and more importantly into August. And August gets really August is going to get super heated. I've been calling for these swings happening, and well guys, it's just, that's what's happening. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'll move back now to this angle and readdressing this bottom here. But I still think very much we'll be sitting back on this old top right here. If we don't get some traction here, it's back to this. In my opinion, that's just the feeling I'm getting from this. We're staying below this. This is a 45-degree angle. It may not say it right now, but this is a 45-degree angle that we've populated on here. And the energy is staying below this 2 times 1 angle, or 67.5 degrees. So keeping in mind now that the energy is staying in the bear side of our square, we're still expecting more bottoming and more accumulation and distribution to take place before we get back into the resumption of the bull market. And that could take some more into probably somewhere out into this August here. And then we start to move up. So, just looking at this now, yeah, it's definitely, we're going to be retesting this bottom, and you know, we got a cross here on our 45-degree angle. I've moved it from our major top, I moved it through our bottom, and I placed it on this bottom here, and we've come back and sat on that. So if I move it out to here, it will probably be sitting here. So let's just go ahead and move our 45-degree angle, and this is things that you can do, and you can learn how to find the next bottom by running a simple 45-degree angle and lining it up with the previous top or bottom, and you will be able to find where the swings come back to. Alright, very interesting. Let's run this up to this part and see if we get a bounce down to there. Okay, running the square now from here, you can see we are definitely, we're definitely coming down to here. There's no no and no. It's coming right back to here. And where could we further see a move? Well, maybe that might be a bit far there on that one, but we're trying to line that up as close as possible. And here we are. So this angle here. And not to forget, we have this one right here. So lining that up there, our zero angle, right? All this energy is coming straight down here. We have a low sloping angle, which has caught our previous campaign pattern, and we are still under our 45-degree angle, and we are pushing down and retesting our bottom. So a break through any of this stuff here will bring us right down. And here's the change where this crossing is. You can see the change right here. This is how we do it. Looking at this now further, and the escalation for a move down is looking very ripe. We have a downward pattern in our previous campaign. It looks like we are similar and rhyming with this pattern. Doesn't have to always be exactly as high or low, just as long as we get the changes at the times that are indicating a top and an end. And a top can last in between these bars here. A top can last here and to here before the rollover. So give yourself a few hours. Mr. Gann always gave himself 3 degrees, or 3 points, 3 cents, $3, 3 days. He just gave 3 as his error on either side, right? He could be off by 3 days either side, and so he would give himself, you know, he'd give him that movement so that he could ascertain whether or not he was right or wrong. And because sometimes it takes an extra day or two for the market to turn around and for the change to take place, right? We get all this tomfoolery and dead cat bounces and stuff, right? These huge fake outs, right? And then they take you out, right? Just like we did here, right? We got all strong, started sitting on this top, started showing some strength, and then what happened, right? It got soft, flat, right? Hit this angle, squared out with this angle here, and what happened, right? We ran our 45-degree angle up, and that's right, the energy stopped, and it dropped fast. And I've told you this, right? When these campaigns end, we have very fast moves, and they'll be looking for your stops, because you guys, this is showing you where they're looking for stops, right? When it comes down like this. So yeah, I told you guys, watch out. They're looking for your stops. And you know, a lot of the time they're going to find them, and they know where the stops are. They can pretty much see it on the board, you know, where all these stops are. They're the insiders. So we have to use mathematical science and natural and reoccurring phenomena to overcome emotion and our ego and use mechanical training methods. It's the only way. Okay guys, I just thought I'd update you with this. We are about to make another move down and then a bounce up, and it doesn't have to be as high. We don't have to come up to that height. We could certainly just bounce down here and come back up into this channel. We don't even have to bounce back up. We could bounce right down and then do a headbutt right underneath this stuff right here, and then get another further rejection. However, if we are to gain the strength after a period of time like this, then we would be experiencing or expecting a similar move where we could move up to maybe around this area here, retest this part of the chart here. But we've got to get over this 45-degree angle, right? We have to get over the 45-degree angle and start showing strength. So looking at this, it doesn't look like the strength has reappeared yet. However, we have several hours to go for the rest of this day, and we'll be doing an update later on as to what's happened and where we can expect this asset to move to. Thank you very much for having me as a guest today. I'm Roland Attenborough. I'm the leading GANN scientific and analytical researcher, and just reach out to me if you have any questions. If it takes me a while to get back to you, I'm sorry. I'm really overwhelmed with a lot of inquiries and stuff, and I love all your questions. There is no stupid question. I've had every single stupid question that you've had and many more. That's why I'm so successful at doing this, and so can you, and you will be. Thank you again for having me as a guest. Peace and love to y'all.